race fans, welcome into the third race of the backmarkershop.com chase for the championship. We come here back to Dover for the Throwback 180. It is, in fact, Throwback night here for the Affinity Racing Series. And as always, got my co-commentator in the booth. Art, how we doing tonight?
Not sure how excited I am for 180 laps around what is a short... It's a short track. It's a mile, but I feel like it's going to be some tight and aggressive racing. It will be a war of attrition, and I'm not sure how excited I am for it.
Yeah, Dover, we saw last Tuesday night in the LSRL Xfinity Series. Very tricky racetrack. A lot of calamity, a lot of attrition. So expect some similar style racing here tonight. Next Gen's really hard to build up a run in the dirty air. So we should see some aggressive moves being made to try and get some track position, but there's a long time to do it, so I don't know if we'll see it right out of the gate, but at some point tonight we will. Race information is as follows. 2 laps of qualifying to set the field for the 180-lap main event. 55% fuel capacity gives these drivers an estimated fuel run of 52 to 56 laps. 5 total tire sets, 1 starter, 4 in the pits, 0 fast repairs, and 3 green-white checkers if needed. So let's go ahead and get you right into the on-track action as qualifying is underway.
You have to say one thing I am excited about is, it being the throwback race. I love seeing throwback cars. So at least when they're wrecking cars, they look good.
Absolutely. One of the early contenders, potentially, for Throwback Scheme of the Night, easily Ryan Till in the 23 machine, Bill Elliott, Mac tonight, Toyota Camry, beautiful looking hot rod.
Yeah, I kind of hoping we would save that because...
Oh, it was...
I mean, you start off with the car that I consider the best looking one here.
Yeah, you got to start off hot. There's Parrot Huggins and an old Jeff Gordon throwback. Jonathan Shorts running his own personal scheme.
Was that even an old Jeff Gordon throwback? I'm pretty sure that's just a...
I mean, it's a relatively older one.
I can confirm it is a Jeff Gordon throwback. That is the same car he won his final race on.
Oh.
We got Damien and Anderson running his personal paint scheme. Alex Shearer with a throwback. Oh, by the way, time to beat 22.8 set by Parrot Huggins.
Mr. Wannabe Jeff Gordon.
7 1,000ths of a second from first to second right now, so margins very fine. We got Brandon Bowers in the Carl Edwards throwback.
When I was about to talk about, he was getting loose down the backstretch.
Let's go on board with him for a lap. We have plenty of time to check out the throwbacks later, but let's go on board here for a lap of Dover in the next gens. Dylan Failvich slots into 6th. Loose a little bit there on the entry. No one able to get past Parrot Huggins' time of a 22.80. Bowers goes 0.05 of a second slower than that time to slot into 3rd with his 22.86. Andrew Tennell trouble. And let's take a look at what happened. It looks like he never really just got comfortable even leaving pit road. And then starting his first lap. Looks fine there through 1 and 2. I believe the issue will happen here on his second lap, but we'll take a replay of his qualifying run. That was the most exciting thing to happen in qualifying. 45 machine. Gets a little bit out of the groove. And he does, in fact, get really out of shape coming off of 2 and all the way down the back straightaway. Into 3, doesn't hit anything. Wild ride, but doesn't hit anything. He'll end up P11 on his first lap, so decent first lap despite that. So he'll start P11 anyways. Let's show you the championship standings as they came in tonight. 3 races left. Tonight, Indianapolis. Next week, the penultimate race of the season. And then the season finale for Season 3, Charlotte. They got 3 races left to make a championship charge. And here's what the standings look like coming into tonight. Dover.
Oh, we got a tie for first.
We do. Perrin Huggins, Cade McClenney, no surprise there. 1,101 points. Brandon Bowers right there as well. 3 points behind. Sean Anderson, Kyle Ritchie, not out of it yet. And then really all the way back to Ryan Tiller, still mathematically in it. Fillers, Boley, Tenold, Felvich need all the help in the world to get back into this thing. But that's the top 12. William Bowman, best of the rest right now, comfortably over Shorts. But it should be a good one tonight. A lot on the line. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, I think it's going to be a slog. It's even if we have, these drivers catching up and getting around lap traffic, it could very easily get into them, wrecking around lap traffic.
For sure. Then we got, let's take a look here. We got another new driver in the fold here tonight, making his debut from the Next Up series. That is Jonathan W. Evans, making his debut tonight. In the 126 Quaker State machine. So all the best to him, making his debut. Looks like we have a 25 car field, and we're just waiting on, I believe it's Travis De Leon to grid up, but I think he'll like to start from pit road here this evening. We got 1 pace lap. Art, it's time for picks to win.
Give me the guy who wins the race.
That's just truly...
Since he didn't pick, I'm taking my pick, Cade McClenney.
You can have Cade McClenney. I got eyes on a guy.
I'll take Perrin Huggins.
I'm going to take Brandon Bowers.
We really dug deep for that one tonight. We took the top 3, all 3 of us. Well done, fellas.
We're fantastic.
We dug deep there.
I mean, there's only one winner missing from that list, and it's, 2. Sean Anderson and Nick Miller, who doesn't show up anymore.
Yeah, but here we go. Lights are off on top of the pace car. 180 laps locked and loaded here at Dover. Miles the Monster. We'll see if he claims any more victims. Claimed a lot last Tuesday night. Throwback night here, so probably going to tear up some good-looking race cars. And through the Geico restart zone, the Throwback 180 is green.
If we get a Brandon Bowers win, can we ask him to do a backflip?
Send in his footage.
I don't know how many iRacers would actually be athletic enough to do a backflip, but maybe we got one here tonight.
Looks like Perrin Huggins will carry the momentum off of turn number 4. He'll lead the first lap, a crucial bonus point.
Hey, that makes him the leader right now.
Absolutely, it does. Don't know where they're going to finish, but all else notwithstanding, it's a 1-point margin at the front. Randy Arms, your big mover, +3. Look at Scarbo in that good-looking 59 machine. How about that? I honestly couldn't tell you what it's a throwback to, but it looks very well done.
I think Gabe just conceded second place there to Bowers.
And yeah, Perrin Huggins already out to a 0.3 of a second lead through the first 2 laps. Now 3rd lap completed. And how about Devin Galvin? He's +7 in the 95 machine. In the Lightning McQueen throwback, Rusties. There's an emphasis on the Rusties. 76 machine, Kyle Ritchie said he's going to have to start from the back here. Only made up 1 spot so far, but 76 machine looking very, very clean. James Jimmy Fillers in the Tony Stewart throwback as well.
You would think team. Oh, we got someone loose back
Jacob Thornton. Looks like he'll be able to keep going all the way down to 24th. Travis De Leon never came out of the pits. There's only 24 cars here tonight.
I was gonna say you would think teammates would run, team throwbacks, but Bowers and Carl Edwards and Fillers and Tony Stewart.
We got two of our guys going at it right here. Randy Arms, Ryan Tiller. Randy told me to keep a track of how many times he blinks tonight. Just recently moved, got new internet, so that's one for Randy. And he's also got some pretty heavy right front damage for that 8 machine.
Gotta wonder if that was due to blinking.
Quickest man on the racetrack is Sam Demien, 23:10. As he's hunting down Cabe McClenny here for third. Let's go on board with him. He called his shot earlier tonight in the Discord, said he was going to get another top 5. And it's trending well now. And as I say that, last lap, Ryan Tiller, quickest man on the racetrack, 23:08, all the way back down in 13th. Looks like, as I said that, he blinked out. Oh, it actually was me. I see. Yeah, terrible storms in my area, so that was not Tiller. My apologies.
Just don't blink out, Forkhead.
Everybody left. I was like, hang on a minute. Quality's a little bit damaged, but it's going back up. We're at 97. We're at 92. Everything is just fine. Aaron Huggins continues to lead by 0.6 of a second. And we got trouble down the back straightaway. Brandon French loose in front of William Bowman, in front of Daniel Pendergrass. Something happened to Joshua Perrin as well, but it looks like they all wrecked and kept it straight. No caution. Big loser is Brandon French. Green flag pit stops at Dover, 35 miles an hour.
That is incredibly unfortunate from those drivers that they all, kept it straight.
And I think Joshua Perrin, I think he blinked out or had an upload packet loss failure. But let's take one quick look at what happened here. Off of turn number 2. And he just loses a little bit. Comes back up right in front of Bowman. And Pendergrass also nowhere to go, but they all kept it straight. Somewhat. And so no caution.
And yeah, Parent did. He finally dropped now due to upload packet loss.
As Demien there takes over the third spot from Cabe McClenny. We got James Jimmy Fillers, Kyle Ritchie a little bit further back.
My quality's getting bad.
It's definitely an interesting time.
I don't think I have.
My quality is also getting bad. So it's not just
Mine's back to 100, and it's like a monsoon outside. And thunder and lightning all over the place, but we'll stay live as long as we possibly can. Bowman and Pendergrass were able to both continue after their incidents, and what a beautiful throwback for William Bowman. Shame he got caught up in that. I mean, that is gorgeous from William Bowman. I mean, come on. Pendergrass might be running one.
Side's blinking right now. That quality bar is lit up for both sides.
Oh boy. This reminds me of like almost like a Texaco throwback for Pendergrass a little bit. My house is shaking currently. All right.
Who'd you say that was Texaco throwback from?
It almost Pendergrass. It's not specifically a Texaco. Oh, the 16 machine. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It almost reminds me of one. I don't know if it's explicitly supposed to be one or not. I love a good Quaker State scheme as well. Randy Arms, much like last week, not starting well. He's down 4 spots from where he started. He's got right front damage as well. Under pressure from the newcomer. Jonathan Evans to the inside. And he'll take that spot away. Devin Galvin clears the 9 of Alex Chira down the front stretch. Just ahead of that. Fillers. Oh, that's going to be almost problematic. Galvin almost turning around the 10. But heck of a save from
And
that
heck of a
95 machine. Or that 10 machine, yeah, excuse me.
Heck of a first almost 20 laps here. I don't want to say that I'm that surprised, but it is a little surprising. We got 20 clean to start.
A couple of nervy moments, but I think we're going to escape unscathed for the most part. Parent Huggins cruising out in front. 1.1 seconds over Brandon Bowers. Sam Demien up to third. McClenney started second, back down to fourth. Sean Anderson.
Tenold in the outside wall. I was going to talk about how he's moved up.
He's plus 5.
Just went up and got the outside wall there.
But still holding strong right now. Needs a good run to at least get back into mathematical contention. Doesn't want to be eliminated after tonight. Doing a good job so far. Failvich started 7th. He runs 7th. A good year. Scheme here with our colors a little bit updated. How about that? Nifty little scheme right there. French was able to get back out on the racetrack. I think he's coming back in, though. Are clearly not handling, driving well, even after the repairs. But so far, a dominating performance from Parent Huggins, and we're starting to get about, halfway through that fuel run. And he is comfortably out in front, so you gotta say right now, dominant car of the evening. Parent Huggins as Jonathan Evans makes up another spot there, looking very comfortable so far in his debut.
Yeah, I think it would be impossible to take, dominant car away from Parent. He put himself on pole and has not let another driver lead a lap here tonight.
Hasn't really been close since the drop of the green flag. He's looking for his 5th win of the season in the 11th race. We see a lot of cars hitting the wall out of turn number 2. Not uncommon here at Dover. Same thing at a 4. When you get side by side, you got to be really sure you keep it nice and clean off corner exit, or you'll kind of pinball yourself into the guy below you. There's not a whole lot of room after that to go around. Let's go on board here with Fillers. He's got a rod out front. Big check up there for the 9.
He's in the wall.
3 wide into 3. Galvin backs out of it. Niparis opportunistic. Trying to pick up a spot. Fillers picks up 2 in 1 lap. Shearer trying to get it back. Looking high, then low. But Fillers up to 14th. Good move there from him. Keeping it clean. Casey Herring. An interesting... Look at that, how that number is styled there in that other 23 machine. Ryan Teal's going to have words for him. He is from the next step, so that is not, he does not have ownership of that number.
I mean, that is the Herbie the Love Bug paint scheme.
Right. Oh,
although that is in fact the 23 XI number.
Right.
That font straight up.
Got some good battles all over this racetrack. Good to see.
Thunder outside your house?
Yes, it
Holy.
is. Oh, man. It is interesting as Pendergrass making a dive to pit lane here. As Perrin continues to lead 1.6 seconds now over Bowers, who's got 0.6 over McClenney, who's got a 1.5 seconds on Sean Anderson. But we'll stay with this midfield battle right here, as there's a lot going on. Change nearly every lap, especially when we see cars getting in the wall, stunts their momentum. side-by-side out of 4. Boley keeps it nice and tidy. But it's interesting. Boley is in the Fillers paint scheme. Fillers running his own thing. Bowers is in the Kevin Boley paint scheme. So it's interesting to see we kind of have a couple flips tonight.
You really should, as a driver, run a throwback that matches your number.
A little bit. But how about Jonathan Evans? Up to 11th plus 5. Could score a top 10 on his debut tonight. Fillers, another aggressive move on his former car. Bass Pro Shops machine. Side by side on the exit of 4. Boley catches a piece of the wall there, but able to maintain for now. Blimp view is a good shot of what's going on here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars in a row, essentially.
Outside wall there.
Cheer up way up the racetrack. Fillers has the momentum, takes the spot away. 59 got a little bit of tight out of 4. That allows the 9 to close in. The ebbs and flows continue here. As the 9 will complete that pass. That is for the 14th position. 59 into the wall. Casey Herring to his inside. All of a sudden, 59 finds himself outside of the top 15. And just like that, I think Boley got a piece of the wall. So Cheer trying to pick up another spot. While that was going on back there, Jonathan Short's able to get by Kyle Ritchie. Let's take a look at how he did it. Down the front straightaway. Just sends it up in there deep. 76 washes up just a tiny bit. 58 wraps the bottom. He'll look to pull away. Not able to do so just yet, though. Kyle Ritchie hanging strong there. Right behind that 58 machine. 76 trying to fight back, putting the pressure on. You can see here, even the difference in tires. 16 has a little bit of damage. He's got 4 fresh Goodyear tires, and he blew by Samuel Demien. But it is a 3-car race at the moment. 2 seconds back to Cade McClenny. Sean Anderson another 2 seconds back. 3 seconds back to Sam Demien. And here comes Failvish to the inside.
And it's really only a 3-car race if, you know, second and third are able to make really good pit stops.
3-car race, and the fact that they're the only ones really anywhere close to Parrot Huggins right now.
Closest.
It's relative. It's a relative term. But absolute domination tonight, especially as we get spread out. You can see this going green to the end. Demien in early. Lap 40, but he was starting to fall back a little bit. Same thing with Scarbo. As he comes in. So we're going to try a little bit of a short pit here tonight. Interesting to note, though, Bowers has closed the gap from about 1.5 back to 1.1. So we'll see if he's able to continue on closing as the run goes on or not. So we get into the very final stint of this first fuel run. Nippers closing in on Shira. Try and diamond the exit of the corner. There's Scarbo coming off of pit road. He'll be right back in the mix here with these guys on the fresh tires. So we'll see. We'll go on board here. We'll look at the closing speed here he'll have once he gets up to speed on the fresh Goodyear tires.
We also have officially lost Brandon French.
He's able just to wrap the bottom. That shows you the benefit of 4 fresh tires. Past the 5th, past the 12, now past the 9 here, probably on the exit of 4. Able to throttle up real early.
Ooh, Perrin's coming in early.
Looks nice and tidy here on the entry. Don't want to speed 35 miles an hour. Hello.
Holy.
That's the announcement of a Perrin-Huggins pit stop, I guess. My goodness. The fact that I have power is incredible. Well done. Sean Anderson also coming in. Or he's coming out now. He pitted a lap even before that. So Bowers will come around and lead a lap. That could be a potentially huge bonus point. Failvich coming in. Kyle Ritchie, his teammate, coming in right behind him. I'm told they could go 52-ish, 55-ish, but really that's not the case here as Bowers responds on the next lap. Jams on the brakes. Cade McClenney now gets his bonus point. So now we're back even at the top of the championship standings. Not knowing where they're going to finish, both drivers are on 1,102 points.
They really want to take it all the way down to the last race of the season.
And that got a little sketchy there. Those are your championship top two. Perrin coming out on new tires. McClenney dives out right in front of him on old tires. Perrin showed a little bit of restraint there, not to get into the back of him. Perrin will now set off on making up the time down to 13th. Sean Anderson, I believe, took 2 tires only. Only 9 seconds pit stop. Perrin-Huggins
Cade came in hot.
15 seconds for Perrin-Huggins. So Sean Anderson will cycle around to be your race leader, and he's still making good time. Jonathan Short stays out, leads a lap. Tenold staying out. Ryan Tiller trying to pressure him.
Cade gave it all he had to make sure that, you know, he was going to do what he could.
YJ on the big screen. You love to see it. Let's see if you said he came in real hot. Let's see here if he ends up with a penalty or not. Right sides, left sides going on. Let's see if he goes down and away. And he is, no penalty. All good for the 05 machine. Sean Anderson, quickest man on the racetrack. 23.05. Perrin-Huggins 3 seconds back. So Anderson with a 2-tire call early on.
I mean, if you look at where Cade came out, he's right behind Perrin. Perrin's going to have time on him, but there's just one car between them.
And actually, it's not a bad deal here. And Bowers actually ahead of Perrin, yeah. Quicker on pit lane. 50.9 seconds. 52.17 for Perrin-Huggins. So Huggins a little bit more cautious, had more to lose. So this opens this race up a little bit. As only the top 2 have stayed out on the racetrack. Jonathan Shorts, Ryan Tiller, and the ARMS came in this lap. So they could trap everyone a lap down if a caution were to come out. That would kind of shake things up a little bit.
It would be entertaining.
But you can definitely see the fuel goes a lot longer, but the tires weren't having it. Everyone wanted to come in, and once the first guy came into pit, everyone else, you couldn't afford to lose that much time. 23.05 last lap for Cade McClenney, quickest of anybody. 1.4 seconds behind Perrin-Huggins. What must be said is running pretty similar lap times to Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson's got 2 tires, Huggins with 4. And at least in the opening couple of laps, Anderson has been able to maintain. Tiller in. So that just leaves this man, Jonathan Shorts, out on the racetrack, hoping for a caution. So he would come in, pit. Everybody else would have to take the wave around. He'd still be your race leader, but finally going to come in this lap. Sean Anderson just goes by to unlap himself. And when he comes around the next time, he will be your race leader. I'm
very surprised by Bowers being, ahead of Perrin. I was going to say the leader, but just ahead of Perrin.
Well, that was simply just due to pit lane time. They both took 4 tires. It was 1.1 seconds behind when.
Yep.
So
it was also him coming in a lap after too. Right. Usually, the undercut.
But that also, you got to think about it. When Perrin came out right, he got stuck behind Cabe McClenny. So that's a big part of it as well. Perrin got stuck in traffic on his outlap. And that's what gave Bowers a 2-second advantage. Interesting to note, though, Cabe McClenny came in 4 laps after Perrin. So he's got fresher tires trying to chase him down. And he is doing that. It's 0.9 of a second, so maybe a little bit too early for Perrin, especially with the lead as comfortable as he had. But we've seen him be able to adjust several times over the course of this season with some 2-tire calls, so I think he'll learn a lot from pit stop 1 to pit stop 2, especially with Sean Anderson getting 2 tires and maintaining a lead as he is. That actually would probably open up the playbook for a lot of guys. And hey, 2 tires is now a viable strategy. As with this brutal pace of this race, we've already lapped all the way up to 15th, 14th, right ahead of Sean Anderson right here, in danger of going a lap down. Interesting to see how the rest of this race plays out. Flying by here, already a third of the way through it next time by. Here goes the battle for the race lead as Bowers to the inside, 4 fresh Goodyear tires to 2 on Anderson. Once you finally get there, it makes for an easier pass. There's a little bit of lap traffic involved. Anderson holding tough on the outside, scrapes the wall a little bit. Off of 2 into 3 they go, side by side for the race lead here. Third of the way through the throwback 180, lap traffic in front. We'll have an impact.
He's got to fight lap traffic, his internet, and the car's ability to handle.
And behind them, Perrin Huggins is closing in. This is a gift for him, who lost a little bit out due to strategy. But Cabe McClenny is catching all of these 3 rapidly. 1.8 seconds to the race leader here. Bowers again going to make a move to the inside. Nipris right there as well. Bowers, he got there on 4 tires, not able to complete the pass, so Anderson's
about to drive through him.
He's got some staying power here. And as these 2 squabble, that's just going to bring Perrin and Cabe right back into it. And Bowers finally, power move to the inside, throttle up, and he'll try and drive away again. A lot of lap traffic right here. Very evenly paced, I must add. The 12 and the 31 got lapped. They're not fading away. They're also racing for position. They're racing for 14th right now, so no reason to roll over. You got your own race to run, so. And Nipris actually making a move here.
He's trying to get spots back.
Trying to get track position, put some cars in between him and the 31 as Perrin now catches the lap traffic. Cabe McClenny right there. 4 lap fresher tires. We'll see how aggressive he wants to be. I think the 31 realizes he's at the tail end of this pack, though, so I think he just let these 2 on by. It's interesting, though, because it's been Perrin and Cabe all season. Bowers is 3 points behind him. And he led a lap. So they've all 3 led a lap at this point, so no change there. 3 points separating your top 3, but Bowers winning this race right now, leading. So
Cabe's to the back bumper. Perrin making a move on Sean right now. Might have 3 wide. Cabe's looking middle.
Oh, I don't know if this is going to work off of turn number 2. They get away with it for now. Side by side now. That was for third, not for much longer. 2 tires finally starting to fade a little bit. But only 20 some odd laps later, so potentially be worth it. But yeah, if you're Cabe and Perrin, you're squabbling over second. Brandon Bowers is slowly creeping up there into the championship picture.
And there was that little bump there last lap out of 2. Cabe into the back of Perrin. Is that going to make it harder for Cabe to get around?
Looks like that
Perrin
05.
decided to use his nose.
He's trying to get a late apex.
16 machine in the outside wall.
One avoids it for now, but McClenny is all over the back. Brandon Bowers out to a 1.4 second lead. You could just tell 4-lap fresher tires. That 05 has got some great speed on the exit, and I think
Perrin pulled over.
I think he realized what was at stake. Says, all right, I got the strategy wrong in the first stint. I can kind of sit behind now and see what others are doing. As Nipris gets back on the lead lap the hard way. Unlaps himself on Brandon Bowers. How about that? You don't see that a whole lot. And how about Jonathan Evans up to 8th in his debut? Very good drive from him.
Ooh, Cabe is catching. 4/10 that faster that lap.
23.81, but that was obviously Bowers getting passed by Nipris having to get out of the preferred line, so we'll see if he can settle back in now. Aaron, 1.5 seconds behind your race leader. Appreciate you joining us on lap 69. Much appreciated. Got some good battles back here. 3 cars under a blanket. A little bit up the road, right in front of your race leaders. Also another 3-car battle. Scarbo, Herring, and Nipris. 15 months you've been subscribed, Ryan. Man, that is something else. It's a long. Can't believe we've been doing it this long, honestly.
I was gonna say, isn't that not? We've done it even longer because, like, the YG Media channel is.
He's a little younger than when we started by a couple of months. Over almost probably 2 years at this point now. We didn't have no official date, no anniversary. We just do it. Just show
I think
up.
it was like an April at some point.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. We really did just randomly say, you know what? We're broadcasters now.
We're communicators now. We're in public relations. Richie threw on Demien. And my goodness, if we aren't some of the best on iRacing, give us that. Look at this scrap right here. 4 cars under a blanket. Contact. Oh, that's a little bit more than contact. That's a get out of the way. Alex Shearer says, thank you very much. 2 for 1 right there. Nipris is flying. Got by Herring and Scarbo, and now we got a battle for the race lead. Cabe McClenny all the way up to the back bumper of Brandon Bowers. Lap traffic has been a heavy factor in this stint. And we are 3 wide, nearly, on the exit of turn number 4.
Cabe's gonna have the inside here.
Bowers washes up just a tiny bit. The 05 wraps the bottom. And will set sail. Hopefully, in his mind, he'll set sail. 1.3, 1.4 seconds ahead of Perrin Huggins, who's also dealing with lap traffic. So, yeah, lap traffic playing a huge factor here tonight so far. We are not terribly far off the second round of green flag pit stops for some of these guys.
I can't believe we've gone almost 80 laps green.
They
really wanted to follow up last week and be like, we can do it twice.
A stark contrast from last Tuesday, in which we saw a lot of calamity, a lot of attrition, but not here. As Tiller, remember, he was one of the guys that could have really laid at the end of that first run, so he's charging back up here, up to 13th. It's got Casey Herring 1 second up the road. How about Jonathan Evans continuing his charge? Up to 6, 9/10 of a second behind Kyle Ritchie for a top 5 in his debut, potentially. Very impressive. He's not like Cabe McClenny hasn't made a whole bunch of starts in the Next Up Series, but impressive when he's doing it. Cade McClellan has pulled away from Bowers 0.7 of a second. He's also pulling away from Perrin Huggins 2 seconds. Randy Arms never really got out of the starting gate. Had early right front damage. And has just kind of been, you know, off the pace, missed the setup, whatever, you know, what have you.
That's not how you would dream a driver update. Like, this season really has not gone Randy Arms' way, or at least the playoffs. Like, he made the playoffs, and then
got
it's
8
just
top
kind of been
10s, but hasn't really had the elite speed that he showed in the regular season.
Yeah, we've seen Race who wins. We've seen him competing for championships, and this just feels a little lackluster.
It's kind of like the nail in the coffin at this point on a championship this season for Arms.
Was that Devin Galvin right in front of him? Just beat the wall down.
Here comes Ryan Tiller again on those fresh tires up to 12th. He'll look to unlap himself the hard way.
Him and Casey Herring.
And Tiller, he's got Nicholas 1.3 seconds up the road, so 11 not out of the question here as he's driving back through the field. And we do have the second round of green flag pit stops underway. Here comes Devin Galvin. Lap 84, almost at halfway, unbelievably. And we'll see how Tiller wants to play this. I guess if he wants to be, he's got positions right up the road, so you know he's pretty respectful. We'll see what he elects to do here. It's pairing into the wall. Bowers almost looked like he got a piece of the wall as well. And it must be said, Sean Anderson's gamble of 2 tires got him securely in the 4th position. So not a bad call at all for Anderson. He's got 7.5 seconds back to Kyle Ritchie, so he can bolt on 4 tires and be comfortable the rest of the way. I don't think you want to go 90 laps on left side, but he's got the time in hand to do so now.
And he might even get more as Kyle Ritchie's now under, pressure from Jonathan Evans.
He has cracked the top 5 in his debut and is also the biggest mover. As Tiller does eventually get on by Cade McClellan, so that's slow.
Would they not be tied for biggest mover?
They give it to the person that's ahead in track position, so they're both plus 11, but since he finished higher, he gets it.
He also was given an EOL to start, so
right.
He started even further back.
He actually qualified in the 16th position, but gets the EOL anyways.
Well, he didn't qualify.
I guess he was one of the 16th.
Next up.
I thought he would have qualified. 16th? He really didn't have that many qualifiers?
Michael McElroy hasn't raced in 3 weeks. Cautions are at an all-time low. Coincidence?
Hey, he tried to take out some TTSL boys a couple weeks ago now. Had a hit on him. Sean Anderson coming in. Let's see what he does here. I'll follow this pit stop, because I think he now has the flexibility and the time to take 4 tires on this stop, and he'll just be comfortably 4th anyways. And he'll have 4 tires, so he'll be even quicker on the next run. So I can't get over that man's paint scheme.
Literally just raced last week and got a top 10. The 16 doesn't know what he's talking about.
I would say that was also when he tried to kill the TTSL boys. That was last week at Nashville. So yeah, this will be a 4-tire stop. Don't want 90 lap old left sides, so 4-tire stop there. And just look at the lap traffic your leaders are dealing with. Bowers is in.
I would have enjoyed 90 lap old left sides. I'd love to see a flat tire in ARS.
One tire in the wall. So Bowers was 2 seconds behind your race leader. That's a tad bit of right front damage. So we'll see if he can close in on that 2-second gap. And Cade McClain's in the next lap, though, right behind Nipris. That's a little sketchy. Perrin Huggins going to stay out.
Gonna be interested to see if either of these, Brendan Bowers or Cade McClain, decide to take 2.
Yeah, evasive maneuvers there for the 05 because 12 had to get into his box. Pendercrest doesn't know what the top 10 is. Toxic. Nice and neat in the box.
They are sponsored by back markers for a reason.
It's kind of their thing, kind of their brand.
Have we talked about the charity at all today?
We have not. Shame on me, but as always, every race this season, season 3, benefiting the NASCAR Foundation. We are almost at 70% of our goal. Got a couple extra bucks laying in the couch cushions. They'd love to have it. They got great things going on. Give back to the community in a number of ways. We'd love to reach our goal before the end of the season.
I still love that I can't pin specifically this season's link.
It is wild. Perrin coming in, so that opens up the door for Jonathan Evans to lead a lap in his debut. Perrin won't get around to the line beforehand. And Jonathan Evans leads in his next-gen debut, officially. We are past halfway, lap 95. Evans leads. Tiller, Schwartz staying out, Arms staying out, kind of by necessity, hoping for a caution. Bowers was not able to clear Cade McClain. He did make a dent, 2 seconds to 1.4, and he's got a lap older tires as well. So we'll see. Perrin Huggins leaving. And there goes McClenny, 23.03. Perrin will end up quite a ways back here. 4.5 seconds. Yeah, 4.5 seconds nearly on the dot. But he does have 3 lap fresher tires, so we'll see if he can make that work over this run. As we have officially cracked the 22-second bracket now. Brandon Bowers, 22.98. Got one more pit stop to be made here tonight.
Brandon out there running heaters, trying to get his lead back.
1.5 seconds to gap. Jake Nipris. Let's see what he likes to do. Tiller is now in. Shorts and Randy, the only 2 out on the racetrack that haven't pitted for their second stop.
Oh, but gotta say, with 3 races left on the ARS season, we're still at 68% of the goal for the NASCAR Foundation, and the amount that we want to raise. So, if anyone would like to visit the givebutter.com link down there in chat and try and get us there, it'd be amazing.
Would be greatly appreciated. Got, very cool that we're sponsoring, or the charity sponsor this season is actually motorsports related in some fashion. Kyle Ritchie, fastest lap of the race, 22.92, throwing down a heater in 9th right now. But very cool that we're able to partner with such a great organization, motorsports related as well. As the drivers on fresher tires can unlap themselves the hard way. Randy Arms is in, so it's just Jonathan Shorts leading the charge. 4 seconds and losing time rapidly to Cade McClenny, whose car has come alive after the halfway point of this race, even a little bit before, really after the first round of pit stops. That 05 came to life, and at the current moment looks like he could be picking up his 3rd one of the season with 80 laps to go.
Is that who Corbin picked?
Yeah, you picked Bowers, I picked Huggins, he picked Cade McClenny.
Things you hate to see.
You really hate giving Corbin Simmons a win every now and then.
Yeah. Undeserved.
We really just picked the top 3, though. And They won't
I mean, it's
finish
not
it.
like-
Yeah, they're running 1, 2, and 3 once Shorts comes into pits. So I mean, expert analysis right there, fellas. I mean, you can't beat it.
We know bull, all right?
Technically, we know wheel. We have wheel knowledge.
Got wheel knowledge.
As the Cringe Fest on Twitter says, Randy Arm's been on pit road over a minute now, so day goes from bad to worse. Will be multiple laps down, even if he decides to come back out on the racetrack. Down in 19th at the moment, and Shorts wasn't giving it up. He said, "You're gonna just pass me. Let's go ahead and take it." Well, now I'm running my strategy, hoping for a caution.
I gotta say, all of this came down because Perrin let Cabe go. He didn't put up a fight. Like, this is Perrin thinking he can run him back down and potentially, get the lead back. But right now, Cabe is looking like the new dominant car.
There's something flipped after that first round of pit stops. I don't know if he found something different or just, with the way the track is changing a little bit. Because it even looked like all the way up until the end of that first run that it was going to be not even McClenny, because it was Bowers that was closing back in on Perrin Huggins. So you were thinking maybe it's Bowers versus Huggins, but it's McClenny from third after that first round of pit stops that has stormed this field right now.
There's a little bit of contact there between Bowers and Shorts as Bowers was trying to get past. Perrin gets it a little easier. But that could have been our first caution.
And Sean Anderson, he will get back to fourth comfortably. Obviously, Short's going to pit here in a little bit. He's going to pass him anyways if he doesn't on fresh tires. He's got 11.3 seconds to Failvish, so he is so locked into fourth right now that he could again gamble on the last stop of the night. Go back to 2 tires if he wants. He's 3 seconds behind Perrin, so he could try something. Sean Anderson a little different on the last stop. We'll see if he elects to do so, though. Casey Brown still running. He's got Pendergrass and Bowley in front of him that aren't running, so he's got 2 spots for free. He can get up there over top 20. Randy finally coming back out after 3 minutes on pit road. Likely resigned to 19th place here this evening. Jonathan Evans on his fresh tires getting around Demian. He's got Richie and Failvich lined up ahead of him, the TTSL boys. Solid night going on for Jake Nipris as well. We got 2 next up drivers in the top 10 in the playoffs, no less. Evans made short work of Kyle Ritchie. Evans pitted on 95, Ritchie on 92, so even a 3-lap difference on tires.
We're going to end with 5 cars on lead lap.
Yes, yes. That is, wow. Blistering pace is all that has to be said here.
And it's down to these drivers, I guess, being respectful.
It is Dover. I would not rule anything out, to be fair.
I mean, the second they get that first caution, it's over.
Yeah, then it's all going to go to chaos. But here we go. Huggins has caught Bowers. How about this? Randy Arms just set the fastest lap of the race. So there's pace in there somewhere. Just
9 laps down.
Yeah. Huggins dives underneath Bowers. No contest there. A little bit of right rear damage for that 24 machine. And Huggins is closing in here. He's got it from those 4.5 down to 3 exactly. So he has gained a 10.5 here since he came into pit. Randy Arms now 22.87. He's just running hot laps for fun now. And trouble for James Jimmy Filler. He's going to pull down to pit road off the racetrack. I imagine he'll tow once he gets it stuck up against the inside wall. So he's gonna get it back going. Let's take a look at what happened here to James Jimmy Fillers.
A little bit of contact with Tenold?
Ah, no, he just looped it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he comes down and like door bangs at Tenold, but then yeah.
So let's see. You talk about beforehand. So right. Well, yeah. Hang on, real quick. There's a race going on, but let's take a look here. I mean, it's slight, and then
it's so small,
and then he just loses it off of 4. Almost comes back up and kills Casey Brown, locks it down, trying to fight that like toe link, probably destroyed, making it hard to steer. And then he's just he's on pit road now, so no caution no matter what, and he's just trying to get it into his box, and crew will get to work. So
looks like it might have been a little overcorrection after the contact, but I could be wrong.
Hey, this race is not over. It's 2.5 seconds now. Perrin Huggins is flying towards your race leader right now.
I mean, he gained half a tenth that lap.
If you're Cade McClenny, you would just love to get to about lap 145, 150, make your last stop, come out with the lead, and not have to worry about it. But you have to hold your nerve over the next 30 laps or so to get to that point, to get to the money stop. Schwartz is finally coming in for his second stop of the night. And he very well actually could make it to the end from this stop. That gives us 8 cars on the lead lap. About to be 7 as Demien is about to go a lap down. What a race we have here. The only driver within a second of somebody right now is Perrin Huggins is ahead of Brandon Bowers by 9/10 of a second. So 2 green flag pit stops at Dover will do that to you.
I was going to say Jonathan Evans and Dylan Failvich, I believe, are within a second.
1.4, but...
Okay, it is extended.
Yeah, it is. It's a long run track here tonight. My goodness.
Who would have guessed? I've had my expectations blown out of the water.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy for it.
It's a credit to the drivers. It's not easy to do 180 laps here. To be fair, only 7 of them will do 180 laps here, it looks like, but the rest will get let off easy. Randy Arms. Filler's able to make it back on the racetrack. So quick work, a lot of left side damage though. Down in 18th. I wonder if there's any thought of maybe he blames Tenold for that and wants a little... What? Huh. Say, I thought he'd be looking for Tenold, but it almost looked like he took a swipe at Evans there, and that's problematic. There's your first caution of the night. Oh dear. Not great. He left. Yeah, that ain't great. Oh boy. I mean, we saw it all right there. So no, he came back on the racetrack, and it just kind of unfolded from there.
I shouldn't speak.
Yeah, I'm not. So yeah, I mean, you swing and miss. That's fine. Probably shouldn't drift back into traffic. 1 in front of your leader. And then 2 for Alex Chira. So that was no good. Unfortunately for James Jimmy Fillers, that's not good. Admins will have something to say about that, I'm sure. And
all the leaders came into pit, so that's going to
obviously.
be, I think, 15 cars back on the lead lap now.
And here we go. I mean, yeah, we'll just take a look at it. On board Alex Shearer. I mean, this is really all you need to see. Minding his own business. And it's literally like in front of your leader almost. And he just comes down the racetrack. I mean, his motor was blown. Shearer will be able to continue a bit heavily damaged, so yeah, that ain't good.
Michael Waltrip Racing, is that you?
That wasn't, I mean, they didn't try to hide it though. That wasn't even like, oh well, maybe we'll just lose it or something. But yeah, we'll be we should be able to make it on fuel. Be close. Nipris he stayed out, so I think he's gonna take the wave around. And like you said, if we get one, we're going to have several more now to the end of this.
Oh, was I wrong? Or are we only gonna have 10 on the lead lap? I figured we'd have.
We'll see who gambles on the wave around or not.
I think we're up to 12 currently on wave around.
Because Cade McClenney's your leader, so Thornton, Schwartz, Herring, Tiller, Arms, and Nipris all going to take the wave.
Well, Arms is 8. He was 9, now 8. So, is Felvich going to be the leader? Oh wait, no. I was looking at the. There are a bunch of gray cars, and I'm like. Oh.
Very interesting.
That is upsetting.
It is unfortunate. But we'll see here. Huggins looked very good on the short run, but he's now down to 6th. Didn't have time to catch back up, and Jonathan Evans is right there. Nothing to lose. Sean Anderson's looked really good on 2 tires. Now he's got some track position with 4 tires at the end of this thing. And all the wave around cars will head back. They'll be waved around the pace car. Cade McClenney, your race leader, with 12 on the lead lap. Andrew Tenold, the first car 1 lap down, along with Tony Scarbo. Schwartz gets the wave around, so he'll join them. So we'll wait and see how it reshakes everything up. But 50 to go. It'll be 51 to go when they get the restart. So they should be able to make it. Be very close, but they should be all right to make it. Yeah, back at the field's going to have to catch up, wave arounds, people still on pit road, etc., etc. It's 19 cars still running. Casey Brown will catch fillers by the end of this thing, so that'll give us 19 out of 19. And here we go. Crucial restart here, potentially. With 51 laps remaining. Cade McClenney will lead us to the Geico restart zone. Second restart of the night. We're back underway. What didn't change from Tuesday?
What happened to Parent?
I'm not sure. Looks like he lost a little bit of time on pit road there. What doesn't change from last Tuesday to now is that the leader gets a big advantage on these restarts. 3 car lanes clear before he got to turn 1 even. Let's see how aggressive Perrin wants to be. So there's wave around cars, lap traffic still here in the mix. Devin Galvin right there in the 95, but starting where there's a little topsy-turvy. Everyone trying to work through these opening couple of laps, see if they can get out unscathed, and then have a 50-lap sprint to the finish. A couple of wave around cars at the end of this thing will be hoping for a quick caution. They can top off on fuel and whatnot. Bowers, 22.86, fastest lap of anybody.
And that's kind of speed he's going to need to get around Cabe. Also ran a 22.89.
Catching him's one thing, passing him is an entirely different thing. Inside of 50 to go now.
A driver update for Randy ARS. Running 18th, 8 laps in.
And he started getting 12th position, picked up right front damage early, got off sequence, had a long pit stop at the midway point of this race under green. And is down to 6 spots from that 12th place starting position, runs P18 currently. Perrin almost got right reared there. Tenold bouncing off the wall off the floor, trying to maintain his lucky dog position, scared only a couple cars behind him. Again, Tenold bouncing off the wall. They're scared about half a second behind, trying to close in on that lucky dog spot. Tenold getting bottled up with the lead lap cars, though. Just like that, one after another. And here comes Tony Scareboat. They both pitted on 126, so equal tires. Battle for the lucky dog is right there. But the running orders all topsy-turvy, wave around, lap cars, lead lap cars. It's all out of order. We got 10th place at the tail end of the field, battling it out. Lucky dog's in amongst the top 10, going for it. Cade McClenny starting to pull away just a little bit, 0.4 of a second. Perrin up from 6th to 5th. 2.5 seconds behind, so hasn't really made the headway that I thought he would.
That's what going through traffic's going to do. We've seen drivers not be able to really get up there.
Jacob Thornton jig is up. Took the wave around, but has come in for fuel in his final stop of the evening.
Got to crank it up, Redemption.
Finally, there we go. Crank it up, Redemption, finally. And the field is actually somewhat together, so that's beautiful. Lap 137, we're cranking it up for the first time here tonight, live on YJ Media. They made it through the Crank It Up segment impressively, especially given the late race nerves. Instead of 40 laps to go, they'll click off pretty quick now. 180 laps seems daunting at the start, but they are only 23-second lap times, so it will start to speed up here. Nipris having to come down pit road. His fuel was up. Wave around cars did not get that quick caution. As Cade McClenny leads by 0.8 of a second. How about Sean Anderson putting pressure on Bowers here for second? See Herring now also. Caution is out. Devin Galvin has crashed in turn number 1, toes. And those wave around cars just needed to wait another lap or two. Let's see here. Going off into 1. Him and Jonathan Schwartz, and he just comes across the nose there. For your second caution of the evening, immediately toes to pit road, but going off of 4.
Not really. Yeah, I'm not sure who that's on because like Schwartz does come up a little bit, but
Yeah, like right when they cross the start finish line, Schwartz is coming up.
Galvin's also coming down.
Galvin's
He
coming
comes off the
down.
wall.
It's a race at that point. You see it at slower speed. Looked like Galvin had come down more, but Schwartz also coming back up, so they meet in the middle.
A little Diamond Rio action.
And obviously not able to get it woed up in time. Schwartz able to stomp the brakes. He'll miss any action, but that left front most likely dead.
Like, he's already gone.
Yeah. And we got pit stops. Bowers, Failvich staying out. The rest coming in. And that's not going to work. Potentially a tiny bit of netcode involved in that one as well when the margins are so close. Let's see if anyone gambles on 2 tires here. And Sean Anderson will. Yeah, absolutely he will. Perrin Huggins will as well. McClenny the first man out on 4 tires, so I love that call with inside of 40 to go. We saw Sean Anderson hold tough early on, so that's a great call.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Great call. So I think that, yeah, that does get Tennell back on the lead lap. It should. We have 12. Cade McClain now has to pass 4 cars. Safe, and Failvich eventually does come in on the next lap. You gotta stick to your guns, man. Stick to it. So Bowers stayed out. He's got about 20 laps on his tires. Sean Anderson took 2. Perrin Huggins took 2. McClenny, Evans, Richie, Tiller took 4. I imagine everyone that's coming down the second time will also take 4.
I don't know why you wouldn't take 4 in that situation.
Right.
Like, if you want to, make the call and take 2, that's one thing, but
Right.
gotta do it on first one.
Absolutely. 3:30 laps to go, essentially, or nearly. Give or take a couple for this restart. We're going to get down right to the business end. Big shout out to Ryan for the $100 donation to the NASCAR Foundation. Now it's 78% of our goal for this season. Massively appreciated. Thank you, sir. You've gone above and beyond each season. So it is greatly appreciated by ourselves, the league, and definitely the charities involved. So thank you again,
That
sir.
man really said, go turning left.
Ooh,
I
left
do love me
turns.
some left turns. Yeah.
Left turns are great. Right turns tonight have been not good. But here we go. Lights are out on top of the pace car. It'll be 32 laps when we get the restart. 32 laps to go. 10 on the lead lap. Schwartz. First man a lap down was Scarbo. And Herring. Nippris just came in right before that caution. He's 2 down. Saying, why couldn't that have come out just a lap earlier? Jonathan Evans is the only non-playoff driver. Heck, he's not even a next-gen driver in the top 5. Only the only other man not in the playoffs is Sam Demien. So top 10 dominated by playoff drivers. Here we go. Bowers controls the restart. Pace car was off.
He's weighing.
Perrin trying to lay back to get a good start with him just a tad bit through the Geico restart zone. We're back underway. And Bowers did not get going well on his 20-lap-old tires. Cade McClenny on 4. Anderson and Perrin on 2. And McClenny has already dispatched Sean Anderson. That is huge that he was able to do that on the first turn of the restart. You got to be thinking to yourself, it's probably going to be a showdown between Huggins and McClenny. Bowers with 20 lap older tires, just going to try and hang on the best he can with 31 laps remaining.
Evan struggling back there. I think he was a little loose out of 4, had to gather the car up.
Even then, Gabe McClenny is going to try to get to the inside of Huggins, not able to do so just yet. How long these two scramble could be important. Allowing Bowers some breathing room to try and save tires a little bit. Perrin's not going to let him go this time, though. He's not going to say, oh, you're quicker than me here with 20 laps to go. Go on by. That's out the window at this point. McClenny will want this to run green to the end for those left side tires to wear out on the 24. Big block from the 11, not in time. Perrin Huggins to the race lead. McClenny trying to follow through with his 4 tires, not able to do so. Allow Sean Anderson to close up with a run. Brandon Bowers will have a say in how this race plays out, even though he lost the lead. How much does he hold up? Gabe McClenny pulls to the inside. Then you have to go the long way around, try and gather up that momentum and get clear off of 2.
Man, you said the long way.
And he is clear now. So Perrin Huggins with 2 tires. Left sides are about 20 laps old. Has 4/10 of a second on Gabe McClenny with 4. 25 laps to go, 26 laps to go next time by.
Kyle Ritchie also going in around Brandon Bowers if he can, not blink out there.
That's the battle for 4th. McClenny, 1/2 on this lap. He loses a little bit on the 3 and 4 side of the speedway, so Perrin going to have to run every lap like it's a qualifying lap and hope those left sides don't fall off too much. 26 laps to go. It'll be a hard pass. I'll be totally honest. I think that track position is huge at this stage of the game. And all of a sudden, it has shifted back into Perrin Huggins' race to lose. He's in the dirty air every lap, going to wear out his tires, even trying to catch back up. Perrin dominated the first run of this race, McClenny the second and third, but in the 4th and final stint of this race, it is Perrin Huggins out in front.
I'd like to see if Sean Anderson can get up there. He's been getting close.
He's also on 2 tires, and he is maintaining his track position. The gap has not changed from 1/2 second.
He smacked the wall.
I mean, it is a hard gap at 1/2 second right now. And as I say that, on this lap, he gains a 10th on the second half of the lap, so maybe finally starting to crawl in just a tad bit. The closer he gets, the harder it will be. He'll be pulled along in the draft just ever so slightly on the front and back straightaway. It'll have more of an impact on the dirty air. Car won't want to be as responsive behind that 24 machine. Let's go on board. He's trying to run as low as he possibly can, try and get any sort of clean air on that nose. Now the gap kind of has been stuck at 4/10 of a second, 4 car lengths. Gains a 1/2 there, 3.5 car lengths. Running out of time, slowly going to try and get a late apex here of this corner. Try and get a good run off turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Good battles further back through this field at the back half of the top 10. Bowers, the call to not pit, not working out. He'll most likely finish last car on the lead lap, unless we get another caution. He can bolt on a set of tires. He'll be the man to beat at the end of this thing. Scarebo, 4/10 of a second ahead of Casey Herring for the lucky dog. So 4/10 of a second out in front. Perrin trying some different lines there. Entered a little bit higher. Sacrifices a little bit on the entry, gains a little bit on the exit. When he's starting to close in a little bit. 3 car lengths now. He's found a little bit, couple hundreds per lap. That would be enough when the gap is this small. Just a couple hundreds per lap improvement will have you on the back bumper. And it's about how you try and get around him and make that pass.
And we've already seen Cabe get to the bumper of Perrin, use it a little bit. He didn't use it to pass, but he got to the back and he used it.
How do you approach this with 3 races left to go? I mean, this is your direct championship rival. Bowers will lose. I mean, he finishes 10th, but it's big points when your championship rivals are running 1-2. If you're McClenny and you get to him, how do you handle it with 3 races left? Because knowing that he could easily get you back in the last 2 and be like, hey, you took me out, I'm going to take you out. How does one play this?
I mean, a win is a win. Right now, you could already have Perrin being like, I'm going to run him over no matter what. You can't be afraid of what might happen. But you already have to assume that this man is your rival, and he will, like, end you for a chance to win.
And however,
that is already happening.
With 15 laps to go, I've seen something, though, that I don't think he's going to get there. I really don't. With the left side's only 20 laps, that's not a huge difference. You saw McClenny there. He was searching for grip at the very top side of this racetrack, so...
Perrin ran a faster lap.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to catch him. I think Perrin just needed that track position. It's back up to half a second, so those last 15 laps, nothing. The gap has been exactly the same since McClenny got clear.
He went faster again.
So this race is done unless we get a caution.
Where's the other jughead at?
Perrin's got the clean air, and he's able to, those 20 on the side, he's able to nurse those left side tires just a little bit. Right sides are exactly the same, and that's where all the wear's coming from. So I think he's just going to keep him at bay half a second unless he just hits a cliff in the last 5 laps on those left sides. But it doesn't appear to be happening. Sean Anderson, I mean, he's shown that those 2 tires will work. It's not over yet. A little bit of contact there between Tenold and Herring. Nobody's out of the woods yet. But Bowers has a set of tires still remaining. He did not use them. Real dicey back here. Gap still at the front half a second, and it was stuck there. Pretty much stable gaps throughout the top 5, about half a second, 6/10, give or take, and now the gap, 6/10 of a second. So Perrin Huggins works better on 2 tires than it did on 4 earlier in the race. Funny, just trying to find something, grip somewhere, but it's not happened for him at the moment. 7/10 of a second. This race, 10 laps to go, all but over. For a late race caution that would give Bowers a chance to put on a set of tires and drive through the field like a madman. There's 4 sets of tires in the pits, so the only other man that would have one would be Ryan Tiller. He's only been down pit road 3 times. Same thing with Bowers and Schwartz. So those 3 would love a caution right now. Don't think we're gonna get one. Oh! Schwartz, the lucky dog, he can't afford to be the caution even though he wants one, because he'd lose the lucky dog. Richie blinking out here late in this race right in front of Evans.
I've seen a lot of drivers have technical issues. I blinked out. My quality went red at one point. I think iRacing's having problems. So we might have a little bit of a battle here between Evans and Richie.
We absolutely will. Gap over a second at the front. Belvich closing in as well. Jonathan Evans, 4th in his debut. If he can complete this pass. Belvich right there in the mix. Schwartz right behind him. 5 laps to go, though, and Parent Huggins 1.2 seconds. Dominant at the start and at the end. Let's see what Belvich and Richie elect to do. Teammates coming down here in the closing stages. Schwartz up into the wall. But it is all Perrin Huggins. 3 laps to go here. Another battle on track. Kyle Ritchie and Dylan Phillips, the teammates. You know they'll be super respectful. Hopefully down the stretch. Schwartz pressure on there though. All the way. Huggins comes off a turd 4. So he's 2 laps to go. He wants this to be the next 24 quickest seconds of his life. Get to that white flag. No pressure in front or behind. And through 3 and 4 for the final time. Started on pole. Takes the white flag. Race is official. There's won 4 races before this one.
Even with the few cautions we have had this race, it really is nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. Big ups for these guys, to be honest.
And down the back straightaway into turn number 3 for the final time. Potentially taking control of the championship picture. Works off of 4, picks up his 5th win of the season here at Dover. McClenny, Anderson, Evans, Ritchie, your top 5. Tiller, Demien, Tenold, and Bowers, your top 10.
It's because I picked Bowers to win that, and that happened to him.
My pick to win got it done, fellas. I know wheel. Yeah, I really know what's going on. I got a handle on these things.
The only thing you got a handle on.
What's that?
Max, I don't know if you're my DMs, but I have a person I want to interview first.
No, we got to interview the race winner first. We'll give Tiller his own segment.
Oh my god!
Look
at what Bowers just did.
What did Bowers do?
Just look at what he just did.
Is he dead? Yeah, he dead. His car dead. Oh my. Well, when you restart, the final restart of the race in first, and then you're the last car on the lead lap, it's probably got to be a little hurtful.
Makes you want to do some stuff like that.
Yep.
I get it.
Yep. Yeah, but we'll give Tiller his own segment. Official vote. Who's got the best throwback car of the night? Art.
Tiller.
Corbin.
Tiller.
And myself. Tiller. So there you go.
I'll be honest. If everybody showed up with that scheme, we would have voted for everybody. So
it's a great scheme.
It's a great paint scheme.
So let's see here. We gotta waiting on our winner and our 3rd place driver. So
there's 3rd. We got 2nd.
We're waiting on the winner. We might have to do the 3-2-1, but we'll see. We'll give him like what 30 seconds, I guess. Then we'll go reverse order.
Uno, dos, tres.
But yeah, only 2 cautions, 180 laps. Averages out to 1 caution every 90 laps. But quick math. Alex Shearer joined the broadcast waiting room.
You know what? Nah, he ain't going back to bullying these drivers.
All right, I think. All right, we'll do 3-2-1 tonight. We'll kick it off with Sean Anderson here, your 3rd place driver tonight. Anderson, one of the first drivers to take 2 tires tonight, and showing that it was a viable strategy tonight, and got you some great track position for the second half of the race, and come home with a strong podium in 3rd place tonight.
Yeah, it was a good finish with some good points there. I had to try something different. I knew Perrin and Cabe and Brandon would all be faster than me on the long run, so I had to try something different. Took a little bit less fuel, took 2 tires, and just burnt the tires off. It didn't work out for me, but still a good finish, and congrats to Perrin on the win there.
Absolutely, but it still keeps you mathematically in the hunt with 2 races remaining. Anything can and will happen. Really turned it on in these playoffs and got some good results, so got to give you some confidence heading into the final 2 races of the season.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to Indy and Charlotte. They're 2 fun tracks, so hopefully we can figure something out, maybe get a win.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on the strong finish, and we'll see you next week in Indianapolis. We'll let you get any shout-outs in that you got.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Big shout-out to Jeff Rudick. Love having him on the car every week. Hopefully it's good for the broadcast. Shout-out to everybody that puts this league on. You guys for the broadcast. You do a great job. And Perrin and Cody and Ryan Von Henschel, everyone I race with every week. Just awesome to have those guys in the Discord with me every week, and glad to be here.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
We do have Perrin. Do you want to go back to one?
We've already started the 3-2-1. So.
All right.
Here with your second place finisher tonight, Cabe McClenny started second, finished second. It was kind of a tale of there's 4 points of this race. Perrin, Huggins dominated the start and end of this race, and you dominated the middle. Yeah, that's kind of just how it worked out with the 2-tire call there at the end. But looking back on it, what do you think you could have done differently tonight to get one more spot?
Just take 2. It's a tire thing. I can never get strategy right. If it would have went green the first time, I think I would have won it by a big gap. If it would have went green the second time, we would have won it. And then it had a yellow. So once he took 2, I was expecting him to get loose because it seemed like it would get loose the more and more you'd go through the run. But it just stayed how it was and wasn't able to get there. So just 2-tire strategy just didn't end up working out. But it's another strategy race that I lost.
It's like the common theme, unfortunately, for you this season. It's like, we got a strategy call to make, and just, I'll make the one that ends up in second. What do you think was the difference stuck behind him with that dirty air? Just couldn't get a run, couldn't close on him, or what was the difference making those 2 tires that superior call, you think?
Yeah, I think it was just the dirty air made it tight, and then I was already tight. I did the same thing I was the first 2 runs where I ended up saving more tire, but I think the 2-tire just loosens you up just enough, and you're able to just to be looser, and it keeps you turning. So I think that's what mostly helped him. But I just went back and looked. I finished second 6 times this season,
along with 2 wins. So that's 8 races with a podium. That's insane consistency. But yeah, we're getting down to the business end of the season. 2 races left. You and Perrin put a little breathing room between yourself and Bowers, so it'll most likely be a kind of a heads-up showdown the final 2 races. Points will be very, very close. You both led laps. Obviously, getting the bonus points there, all the other goodies. So it's just kind of throw everything at the wall the last 2 races.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have to battle out. He, I think, got the points lead there, so we'll be fighting for it. I'm hoping I'm able to make it, but with work, we're gonna find out. So I'm hoping I'm able to make the last 2 and make it at least entertaining. But either way, Dover, Road to Pro, I never can seem to get a good strategy, and here it just never gives me a gift. So other than that, it was fun. So
well, congratulations again, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Well, first, thank you guys for broadcasting once again. Thank you, Doug, for being my crew chief and making another call that it sucks because I want more wins, but we're ended up having good points run every week. It just doesn't end up working out. But thank you guys for broadcasting. Thank you, Doug, for crew chiefing, and go check out. Thank you. I think my grandpa was watching, so thank you, people for watching. But he was watching the broadcast. But yeah, other than that, go check out my YouTube, KO5.
So congratulations again, and hope to see you back here next week.
Yes, sir.
So before we bring,
he's already here. Josh
I just want to say, if he was right about that stat, that is 72% of the time this season he's been in the top.
You kick
2.
him out for your little stat fact? Get him in here.
Did. Somebody else did.
Oh, brother.
I did.
All right.
I control the booth.
No,
it's my booth.
You don't even do the interviews. Shush. Perrin Huggins, your race winner. Kind of a tale of, like we told Cabe, 4 different parts. You dominated the opening part of this race. Cabe dominated the second and third stops, and then at the end you take that two-tire call, and you dominate the final 30, 25 laps to pick up your 5th win in 11 races.
Yes, sir. That was a fun race. And being in the lead really paid off. So I knew on that last run. I had to get by Bowers in a hurry, and it worked out, and that's huge for the championships standings. A big win.
Yeah, absolutely huge win. You came into tonight tied on points. You'll take a slight advantage into Indianapolis, so 2 races remaining, and full focus forward to the championship now.
Yes, sir. That sounds good, man. I'm looking forward to Indy next week. Shout out to TPR Racing for signing me in the off season, and thank y'all for the good broadcast.
Absolutely. Appreciate the kind words. Congratulations again on your 5th win of the season, and we'll see you next week in Indianapolis.
Heck yeah, sounds good.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Go yell at him.
Who's he yelling at?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll go TTSL first. We'll switch it up. Oh, that's right. Ryan Tiller, you've been unanimously voted by the YJ Media panel of broadcasters and commentators and statisticians to have the best throwback paint scheme of the evening. So, congratulations.
Hell yeah! What do I win?
Nothing.
You
okay.
get a congratulations. The car looks pretty
Satisfaction
cool.
being
Yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
I
clap like a
appreciate it.
seal for you, bud.
Bark like a dog.
You
Please
just
don't make
made
me
you
excited.
made the
What?
you made the best decision off of trading paints. So good job.
Shut up.
Well, I guess
Nah.
we could do it. We give him the best trading paint scheme, and then we get the best custom one. And that way we get
Nah, let's
2 wins.
just not. Let's know what we got. Nobody needs to know things.
But it looked very good, to say the least, and it drove good. +6 tonight and a P7.
Yeah. So touch on the paint scheme a little bit. I'm all about the fast food, even though I can't eat it right now. We got Taco Bell, so thought about keeping it up with the McDonald's, get the rivalry going on the car schemes. But the P7 tonight, just wanted to keep it clean, keep it consistent, keep that right front on the car, and I felt like we did that for most of the run. Didn't want to push the issue because it's a narrow track and cause ourselves into some bad situations like we had last week in the LSRO and last week that we had at Nashville. So just needed a solid points day, even though we're not really competing for anything. Just wanted to make it look good. So yeah, I'm in a little bit better of an attitude this week than last week already. So let's just keep it rolling.
Absolutely, you got the momentum on your side for the last couple weeks, and looking forward to seeing how you close it out. Congratulations on the solid finish and the solid paint scheme. So congratulations on that.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yep. Here with the TTSL Motorsports gang, Alex Chira, Dylan Failvich, Casey Herring's muted, and Kyle Ritchie.
Did he have to catch a stray right away?
Yeah, he did. He was running. He's the other 20. I called him the other 23 earlier tonight too. So it's technically not his yet. We'll see. Yeah, we'll let whoever wants to go first go first. I mean, it's technically Kyle Ritchie's. The floor is his technically if he wants to go. Led y'all home with 5th, so we'll just let y'all get into it.
Yeah, that was a race that happened. We started dead ass last, it felt like, and then we finished 5th. Nothing happened really, from my POV anyway. Alex, on the other hand, he had some fun racing. It looked like.
I mean, fun is an adjective. I don't know if I'd apply it to his race, but
wait, hold on. You almost took out the pit barrels right in front of me. Are you really gonna say nothing happened?
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. That didn't happen.
To be fair, I wouldn't have known it if you didn't say it, so you kind of just exposed yourself there. Oh, that's tough.
Oh, you're in
That's what you
trouble.
get. No, that's what you get for Denny Hamlin me the last 5 laps. All right, I was nice enough not to use the bumper. I was not nice enough to not let that slide.
Y'all were going at it. I was like, ooh, teammates, 5 laps to go. Who's gonna
See, here's the thing. Usually with him, I'm like 2 seconds behind him everywhere we go. Like no matter what, if I'm ever behind him, I will stay steady 2 seconds. This time it was like 2/10, and I just couldn't get. Like I tried to throttle up, couldn't make a stick, and then he blocked me on the last lap when I thought he was going to go to the top.
I can't stand this racetrack.
Pro tip
about every racetrack.
Pro tip, Dylan. Have you considered wrecking your teammate?
No, I don't do that. I've not gotten to that point yet.
That is.
I have never wrecked a teammate intentionally.
Just a thought.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Casey, our play tracks don't count. Our play tracks don't count.
No, I don't think.
Oh,
I don't know. Why didn't it count when you said you don't wreck people earlier?
We're gonna have to take this one to the meeting room after this.
The debrief will be good.
Yeah, debrief is always content filled.
Yeah, Casey Herring, 12th place, +7 for you. More than that because you get the UL, but obviously, good looking car. TTSL. I will give you. Unanimously. I do the post-race interviews. You get the best team schemes. I'll give you that.
I was about to say we better get something.
Shout out to Wyatt.
Give you something. Best team throwbacks. 12th place for you, sir.
Yeah, that what was this? Was it the last caution? I think. Anyways, I had committed to pitting, and right as I got like past the pit barrels, the caution came out, and I got entering close pits, and had to drop to the end. So that screwed me. But I feel like I could at least guide inside the top 10. But it was an okay race, I guess.
Right. And then we'll go to Alex Chira, who absolutely had nothing happen to him tonight. There was just an uneventful race. Nothing to report about. We'll let you take it away.
Yeah, it was the most uneventful race I've ever driven in my entire life. It was, I just drove in circles. No, but I guess I'm kind of bittersweet ending to tonight. I wasn't super confident coming into tonight. Dover's not usually one of my better tracks. I know we had a bit of momentum going in the last 2 weeks, but Dover's just not it for me. And then getting wrecked when I could absolutely do nothing just hurts just slightly more. But I guess we'll got to take the 16th for tonight. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes into next week.
Yeah, 2 races left, and might as well go for broke.
Yeah, I don't mind Indy. Indy's probably
Look this.
a track for me, and then Charlotte's probably my best oval. So we'll see how that goes.
Speaking of broke, can we just point out I didn't break a tolling today?
Okay, there you go. It was like the last 3 weeks in a row you did, but finally. Two. My mistake.
I had to help both times.
So next week,
But-
so next week, what I'm getting here is you'll break the left front and the right front to make up for this week. Like not break.
You know what?
I
If
will
that-
make sure that happens.
Kyle?
What?
Kyle?
He
I'm
said
gonna be
that
seeing
out
you in a
loud.
couple weeks.
Sabotage internally.
You know what? I'm gonna make sure everybody else gets to the lasagna in your driveway at 1 a.m. but you.
What?
No, hold on.
Yeah, no, you're
my house for
the deal.
that.
We're getting deep into TTSL lore right now.
Yeah,
It's
this is the stories that nobody gets.
Oh, we have beef with Art too.
oh boy.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't. I feel like when he went
Art,
up on
defend
everybody.
yourself. Defend yourself.
All
You're defending, you idiot.
Teams, how can you support Art?
Defend yourself. Defend yourself.
Top of the league.
You're not winning. You're literally not gonna win.
Top of the league.
You're not. The Man City has a game in hand, dummy.
You're a championship team
We're literally a prem team. Okay. All right.
for like a season. Congrats on going back down. Yo club.
You've literally bottled the league 2 years in a row. Okay. Like what's
Top of the league right now.
Okay. Well, we'll revisit this.
You can't spell Arsenal without Rs.
Arsenal is the equivalent of Denny Hamlin in championships.
That's pretty much what it is.
Hearing a bunch of crying.
I still feel like Denny Hamlin is more likable than Arsenal.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Hearing a bunch of
go that far.
talk from people not at the top of the league right now.
I'm gonna literally just revisit this like in 2 weeks, and it's gonna be good. Like,
So what? I'm hearing people are City fans. Is that what y'all want to claim?
Alright,
Y'all want to be happy
How
about
about
that?
this? How about
Oh,
this?
no,
If
City fans
City
are
wins,
dumb.
hold on. If Arsenal loses the title, if they botch it again, you have to drive a Man City car on stream.
you're not racing. What are you talking
Who's
about?
we? That's not happening.
I'm not saying me. I'm saying next time Art's in on the racetrack, if he
Oh,
ever
I
does get
agree
back
with
on
that.
one,
I
he's
think
word-
gotta.
the words that I want to say
All right, well, you
Get us
yell at them.
banned.
I'm going to go interview Andrew Tenold. Y'all discuss. Andrew Tenold, top 10 here tonight. Strong, consistent race from your point of view.
I hate Dover. This would make a really, really good Walmart. I just want to put that out there. If anyone wants to come together and build a Walmart with me, I'm all for it. No, our $45 General throwback car. Stupid. I know, stupid. Anyway, it was really good. Had a lot of communication issues tonight with the team. Discord just doesn't seem to be working on our ends. So we kind of had to resort to a black box. It's kind of a pain in the ass going back and forth on the wheel. We had the map buttons to go back and forth on the channels. Other than that, it was a really good race. Perrin won. I got a top 10. Josh's PC took a poo, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw that, but he was going to have top 10 speed, it looked like, before that.
Yeah, and he busted out the most beautiful Joey Logano scheme ever, that Pennzoil Platinum car. Ugh, I love that car. I honestly might have a custom made for that on the next gen.
Yeah, for sure. But, yeah, well done. Keeping it clean tonight. 180 laps, not easy to do. And a really good result for the team tonight. Yeah,
definitely. It makes up for last week at Nashville when we got Dale Earnhardted into the wall.
Yeah, well, also glad to see you made it back from Kansas in time. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. It was a pain. Traffic wasn't that bad. I don't really know. My wife drove. I took a nap.
There you go.
So driving there was pretty gnarly. There's car parts on each side of the road. People getting pulled over. Car wrecks. Semi trucks out in Kansas do not know how to drive. So if you're a trucker and you're in the Midwest, please go take a driving course. 'Cause I don't want to die. I have people at home that want me to come home. But yeah, Kansas was great. We witnessed history.
Yes, you did.
Closest finish in NASCAR history. So that was pretty gnarly. Saw Kyle Busch lead some laps. I also won $100.
Very nice.
Not at the casino though. So
yeah, there you go. Well, sounds like a good weekend, and followed it up with a good top 10 and a win for the team again. So congratulations.
For sure. Thank you. We will be back tomorrow night in the number 54 Monster Energy. What am I, a Toyota? No, I'm in a Chevrolet. What am I kidding? But yeah, where are we tomorrow night? Do you know?
Tomorrow night, I believe it is. I did know it. It is.
Is it Kansas?
It is Kansas.
Oh, well, I should win. I was just there. I have the most homework.
There you go. Well, good luck tomorrow night, and we'll see you there.
For sure. Thank you.
Yep.
We'll go.
Hello. Here with the YJ boys. Tiller brought home best individual throwback scheme, so go us. No bias at all. But yeah, other than that, Damien, you led us home tonight, 8th place.
Yeah, we had a damaged car the whole race, back to the wall on lap 27, I think it was. So we were driving a busted car. I can only imagine where we would have finished had it not been broke. But pretty decent finish. I don't even know. I think it was 8th place. Yeah. So can't be mad about that.
Scareboat, another beautiful paint scheme tonight. Definitely my top 5 personally, and 13th place tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. Couldn't have done any better there, so it is what it is. But yeah, had fun out there. Looking forward to racing these guys next week again at Indy.
Absolutely. Randy, probably one of the more difficult nights you've had since we started broadcasting, 17th tonight.
Yeah, we got on the wall early, and car wasn't terrible. I could tell it was going to be hurt and was salvaging, and then me and Brian got together, which caused me to hit the wall again, and she was just tore up pretty hard after that. And I mean, it wasn't anything per se bad, per se Tiller got and kind of tied off of the exit, and I kind of just ran into the back of him. Didn't think it would be that bad, but when I hit him, it just sent me dead right into the fence, and ended up with about 3 minutes of repairs, and tried staying out hoping for a yellow, and it just never happened. So I said screw it, and I fixed all the damage, and then we had a yellow. So I figured that's about how it would go. So yeah, it just wasn't a good night.
All right. And then Casey Brown, 18th. What was your takeaway from Dover?
Just kind of stayed out of Yeah. Just kind of stayed out of trouble. My oldest son had a baseball game tonight, so I wasn't able to make the start and everything. Daddy duty calls first, of course. But no, just try to stay everybody's way and salvage what I could. I was actually surprised we were able to finish where we were at. But we'll fall in the truck like we always do and go to Indy.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, fellas. And we'll see you at Indy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Corbin. Hope the conversation down there was fulfilling and
We're still ongoing.
I imagine. Not surprised.
You want final thoughts? Good race ruined by a caution. Great race ruined by a caution.
Yeah,
possibly top 10 all-time race ruined by a caution.
I think because Perrin was closing in on Cabe slowly towards the end of that race, and then he got a big help with that caution. So, then obviously 2 tires, track position, and Cabe wasn't able to get back to him. But how about Jonathan Evans, top 5 in his debut? Tenold another good run. Casey Herring, good run. Nipris fell back a little late, kind of got off sequence with the wave round, but it was a good run for him until then. 10 cars on the lead lap, and had some attrition towards the back. But this was Dover, and all the way down to Joshua Parent, whose PC disconnected after 9 laps. DeLeon never took the green flag. And that was your 25 car field here this evening. This Friday, I head back for some Friday night rod car as their season rolls on. We're rolling up on the Indy 500, but before that, we got 1 week. Let's see. We are in this Friday. It's Daytona in the Gen 6. This upcoming Friday, tomorrow night. Said with Kansas for the LSRL Xfinity Series, and then next Monday night, second to last race of the Xfinity Racing Series Season 3, next gens at Indy Oval, so that's going to be a good one. Got a lot of exciting stuff come up. Be sure to hit the follow button to not miss a second for your favorite leagues and drivers, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all take care.